Hi socialites, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily and today we are going to be looking at Burda Style October 2019. So here's the issue, and the theme is Portrait of a Lady, Classic Fashion with a Modern Interpretation, the Right Look for Autumn. And then it talks about goodbye gray. This season we're wearing violet, rich reds, and fresh shades of blue. And down here it says romantic and feminine, a retro blouse sewn with embroidered velvet. Okay, so that just kind of sets the tone for this issue. Let's go ahead and open it up. Contents. And the cool thing about this magazine is that it shows you all of the patterns that are included, so you could quickly kind of go through and see what you like and don't like. Okay, this looks like it's, I don't know, maybe an advertisement or just a little thing on making art with yarn using this tool. I don't do that, so let's continue, but in case you do, I've seen YouTube videos on it. Okay, so goodbye gray. So we're going to be, looking at other colors like purples, reds, greens, and, looks like more saturated colors, more jewel tones, which I am a super big fan of, mainly because they look better on me than, your typical grays and other sort of neutral tones. Okay. So first we're looking at a couple of, a couple of blazers, or no, this is the same blazer, I think. We have a blazer, and then a dress shirt. And this looks like it is just a long sleeve shirt, just a very simple, so it looks like she's using cotton. At first I thought it could have been just a jersey top, but it's not. It is cotton, and it's got, see, there's some back. The back is a little bit loose. Okay. Oh, and then there's the top, the button top. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is that top. I see. Okay, so here we have a blazer and then a button-up dress shirt. And then on this page, this is a top with more volume in the back. And I'll show you the line art so you could kind of see that. See there? This is made out of cotton, it says. I personally would not like all that volume in the back. But I love this color. I love that color as well. We've got, looks like a nice breezy top here. And again, it looks like more volume in the back. And then we've got these pants, which are drawstring. And they just look really casual and effortless and comfy. And here we have a dress. It's made out of stretch crepe. It's got a zipper in the back. It's cute. I mean, it's got pockets. It's a pretty cute dress. Okay, what do we got now? A top with a deep V, and then looks like, I'll give you a close up there of that. What that looks like. And then we have a vest and a really rich purple. I'm not a big vest person. And then here's a dress, asymmetrical hem, and in this tie, it kind of goes off to the side. I'll show you that. I'm not big into asymmetry in my clothing. Sometimes it just depends. And we're talking about rose fragrances, and then we're moving into Portrait of a Lady, classic fashion with a modern interpretation. These outfits with traditional prints and details in an equestrian sport style are our must-haves for autumn. Definitely, winter and autumn borrow from the equestrian world in terms of riding boots, and I do think it's very elegant, classic, and chic. And here we have blazer. Let's see, I get glare when I hold it up. I think this top was from, okay, yeah, so these are the patterns that we first saw. So the blazer, the button-up blouse, and then we have those drawstring trousers, but in a different, obviously, fabric. So now we're using a plaid. Okay. We've got a poncho, and that's super easy. Look how easy that is. That's just like 2 rectangles. And then we've got that deep V blouse again. She's wearing it over here in a, what is that pattern? It's a wool that she's wearing it. And oh, this is a nice dress. This is a shirt dress. Let's look at the line art. So you've got an elasticized waist and a tie. That's just always, I think those always look pretty good. Next, we have a skirt that looks like it's in a suede. She made it in a, yes, a suede imitation leather. And as you can see in the line art, it has this bit of drape in the front. And technically it is asymmetrical, but in this instance, I do like that look. Mainly because the asymmetry is coming from this drape right there, that cascade. Ooh, and this dress is really, I think, kind of pretty. Though this big one pleat in the front might not be flattering. In theory, I like the idea of it, but I just feel like that pleat could just kind of stick out and look really bizarre. But I like the shape. I mean, I like the silhouette. Very clean silhouette. Next, we have this blouse, and she's wearing it in a viscose. Okay, I have to show you the line art on this. I'm not sure. I don't like that placement of the seam, and then you've got the darts. I'm not a fan of that. Here's that dress we saw earlier, and that is in a viscose as well. And this is when they get into a little tutorial on how to do this necktie. And the next few pages show you exactly how to do that, including a facing, I believe. Yeah, facing for it. And I think that their instructions, you know, are pretty well written, and I like the graphics. So one thing I do like about this magazine is that they do have these little tutorials, and they're pretty helpful. Okay, next it's Get Cozy, so warm and at the same time quite beautiful. This knitted loop with the extravagant cable stitch is a perfect companion for a meandering walk this autumn. Okay, so what do we have here? Talking about knitting. I've tried to knit and I'm not successful at it. I would like to, but so if you knit, here's a little section for you. Okay, now we're looking at the charm of retro, and here we've got that skirt. Is that the same skirt that cascades? It looks like it. And then for her, we have a little dress that has a pleat in the front, and it's very similar to the pleat that was in that dress. And see, it's just kind of extending, protruding out, and I just think it looks kind of strange. And then there's a vest. There's that vest. Oh yeah, she's wearing it over here in a jacquard. I don't wear vests, I must say. Here we have some aprons, children's aprons, and then some pants with suspenders for the boy. And then here are, where in the middle of the magazine is more information about the patterns, the actual patterns themselves. So yes, if you're not familiar with Burda, all of the patterns are printed on top of each other. So you've got to trace them off. And I understand that it's probably kind of deters people from using these patterns, because who wants to do that, right? I agree. It's not exactly the most fun thing to do. Okay, here we have a skirt, an asymmetrical skirt with that drape again. I think it's the same one. The other one have a button. Let me check. Yes, it's the same skirt. I just wanted to double check. This one's using a wool fabric. I liked it in the suede. I thought that was really nice. And then we've got that blouse again with the odd, in my opinion, odd seam placement right on the upper bust area. This little girl's dress is super cute. I love that. That's a great pattern. And then we've got, there's that dress with the pleat in the front. And then here's a jersey top. Is it a top? Yeah, jersey top. That's the dress with the pleat in the front. Not really sure what vibe we're going here for with these like bonnets. But here we've got the poncho again, this time in a jacquard. We've got the blazer, that's pretty, in a wool. And then, oh, they have men's pattern this time, and this is for trousers. Interesting. Ooh, this dress is pretty. Take a look. So the line art right here, it shows, it looks like pleats, like vertical pleats. And then here she is. That's interesting. I think I like it. I think I like it. And then we've got that little girl's dress that we've seen, the two of them before, and then a vest for a little boy. Oh, we're going in on the masculines. We've got some recommendations for men's cologne. Okay, I've been calling it a vest, but it is a waistcoat, technically. So here is an in-depth tutorial on making this waistcoat. Again, very helpful pictures. And asymmetry is on trend, apparently, and I am not on that boat, but... Ooh, look at this. Look at this skirt. It's really pretty. Give you a close-up of the line art there. Nice. And that's in a viscose with stretch. Okay, 7 outfits to love in fall. To fall in love with. Okay, I couldn't read. 7 outfits to fall in love with. Let's take a look. We have here, this looks like it is this coat pattern here. Pretty simple. I'm actually looking for a wrap coat pattern, and this is kind of intriguing. And they made it with a wool. And then we have this blouse, and this is what the pattern looks like. It's very interesting. The blouse is made with sweater knit. And what is that? This is a jersey dress, but check this out. Check out the line art on this. It's doing something. It's like it pulls off to the side. So can you... There's some glare on it, but it's hard to tell with this busy print exactly what it's doing. But I kind of like the idea of it. You know, it's instead of just going and making a wrap dress, this could be a really great alternative, especially for people like me who have trouble with that V being too deep and too revealing sometimes and just not fitting very well. And then we've got those elastic pants again. And then here it looks like a little easy breezy cardigan jacket. No, it's a feminine alternative to a cardigan or a blazer. So it's like a kimono in that it's easy to just kind of slip on, but it doesn't have the same kind of sleeves. So it is a jacket, but it's the same kind of concept, something you could just easily slip on. This has got me intrigued, I must say. I might have to trace that one off. Oh, and here's that jacket again. And this time, this one is in a velvet, and this one was in a viscose. A lot of viscose in this issue. I like it in the velvet. And I could see it in a imitation suede as well. Okay, so here is a tunic made... a tunic version of this dress, and this, since it's a solid, is really going to show us what that looks like, and maybe I'm not going to like it as much. And I don't think I like it as much. Because look what it does right there where the boob is. Like a waterfall from the... I don't like that. Okay, I'm glad I got to see that because I don't particularly like it now. I think it works better for a pattern that is busy, like that floral we just saw. Is that floral? Yeah, because you don't see the bizarre... No, in theory, a lot of times these are like just great ideas, and they just when executed, they just don't work. So just be mindful of where seams are being placed, where lines are where fabric is gonna be dragged or things like that, because it may in the end not be very flattering. Okay, those were those elastic pants we've seen a few times, and here we go. Retro restyle. Whether worn or on its own, under a blazer or with a roll neck, this vintage blouse sewn in velvet has full potential to be your newest wardrobe favorite. Okay, so let's take a look at this blouse. It is in velvet, as they say, and then there's this little bow. Here is the line art. Again, this could be one of those things. In theory, it's a really great idea, but in practice, does it look right? Not so sure about that. Tell me what your thoughts are. I mean, this is taken from, a real, I guess this was a pattern. Was it a pattern or was it an actual just piece of clothing that they, I don't know. I'm on the fence if this works. I'm on the fence. So then this looks like some kind of, I don't know, sharing of new products, mostly yarn. Yeah, this is all like yarn, which I'm not a knitter, unfortunately. But if I knitted, this is cool. Socks. Thanks for getting to the end of our magazine. And I have to say, for my first issue since getting my subscription back on track, I'm a little disappointed in what's inside. I must say, usually I'm more excited about things that are in here, but hey, at least I've got my subscription back. This is cute. I like this. I like the colors. I like the little black stripes. That's cool. And okay, what is this? Preview for November. All right, what do we have here? Dreamy gown, layered black, crisp checkered fabrics and cuts in a college style are a nod to modern season. Be ready to enjoy sunny autumn days wearing these casual styles sewn in muted colors. And then a baby tunic. So there we go. That is the entire issue of Burda Style, October 2019, the UK/English edition. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there are any patterns in here that you really liked or any, did you find any inspiration in this magazine? Sadly, I did not. But I am looking forward to the next issue and hopefully I will like more in there. So thank you so much and I'll see you thank you so much and I will talk to you. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you in November when we review November's Burda edition.